before. Most people go to Delta or Alaska Airlines.
Oh, do they? We're from St. Louis, and that's one of the direct flights.
St. Louis. I haven't been there in a while. St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, it's been a while. Kind of reminds me of, I think St. Louis, Missouri is the birthplace of Masters and Johnson. I think that's where they had their practice.
I think you're right, yeah.
And I think they started building the railroad in the 1880s from St. Louis to California. So a lot of interesting things happen there. What's St. Louis known for now?
Unfortunately,
nothing bad.
Ferguson riots.
Yeah.
Ferguson. What riots were those? I've heard of it, but I don't remember what it was
It's what
about.
started the Black Lives Matter movement.
Oh, the George Floyd.
Well, there was a boy before George Floyd.
Yeah, it was like a.
There
like
was
a
Michael Brown was a teenage. Well, I think he was not. I mean, about 18, 19. Was shot by the police, and it turned into a big national riots.
They burned down like part of the city.
But it was like, and then George Floyd was after that, so then it really exploded.
Yeah, it was like too big.
Yeah, so we were in a bookstore in Los Feliz, and like right at the front was a book about Ferguson. And I was like,
which was fun.
I saw a bumper sticker that made me laugh, and then it made me cry. Black Lives Matter, just not as much as white people. And it was said with a question mark, like, we wish this wasn't true, but we know it is.
Unfortunately.
It's like Animal Farm. All animals are created equal, but some are more equal than others.
Right. Exactly, right. You're like,
I don't think Trump is on the black people's side.
No.
I think you're reading that right.
If you're not
I
white,
think he's only on his own side. Personally, I don't think he cares about anyone except for his own pocketbook.
Well, his best friend, Governor DeSantis from Florida, I used to live there for almost 3 years. They canceled Pride last year.
Oh, wow.
Made it illegal for any colors that wasn't red, white, and blue, but you had to have all three colors at the same time, or else that means something. And it's not patriotic to him.
We're not trying to be patriotic. It's not 4th of July parade. Well, I'm actually in St. Louis this year because we had a huge Pride, like a huge Pride Fest and Pride Parade.
Yeah, it's cool.
And in the last several years, like Anheuser-Busch was a huge sponsor, and they pulled out their sponsorship.
Oh, I didn't realize they did that.
Yeah.
That's happening a lot of
at the last
places.
minute, and I think it was with when they were like saying you can't have any DEI, you can't have anything that's not patriotic, you can't whatever. And I think they were worried about you know what I mean? It's one of those, the businesses are trying to waffle between like not getting in trouble, like you don't want Trump to come after you politically,
Well,
and keeping your patrons happy,
Yeah.
right? Because then we had a whole bunch of restaurants and bars boycott Anheuser, which St. Louis Anheuser-Busch products will be like the most popular.
Yeah, like that's where Anheuser-Busch
Selling,
started. Like,
well, you get to know a lot about a candidate